I'm Kevin Price with The Price of Business on Business Talk 1110 AM KTEK in Houston, and also with USDailyReview.com, reporting from New Orleans for GrowCo, which is a great event by Inc. magazine. Getting the opportunity to talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, business leaders, and even speakers at the event, thanks to our friends over at Sound Telecom. That's sound-tele.com. They're leaders in telecommunications, particularly in the call centers, and also in the answering services. And so we're delighted to be able to do these interviews. Here's one with Timothy Wintemute, and he is with the Music Hook Network. Timothy, obviously you're speaking, and I'm assuming that's what brought you here. Tell us a little about your company and why you are here, though. Elaborate.
Well, actually, we came here just to make connections. I'm not really presenting to say I'm actually pitching my company in front of the whole convention. Basically, what we do is we focus on promoting shows at very small venues. Now, I know Houston. Oh, I love Houston. I love your country music scene. I love that. The thing about Houston, though, is they have a lot of small venues, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah. And how do you think these venues go about booking? Well, what they do is they usually contact professional promoters. Fortunately, those professional promoters cost a little much, right? And also, sometimes, you could go hit up your country band or the guitarist of a certain rock band, but these people are musicians. They don't want to spend their time promoting a show, getting the show together. So what we do is we recruit local promoters who just want to work in the music industry, especially like in Houston, towns like Houston with very small venues but a very active community. I enjoy the country music scene in Houston. I wish we could spend all day talking about that, but anyway, what we do is we'll recruit local promoters who aren't really looking for financial gain. They just really want to escape from their lives. And what they do is we help them contact venues. We give them all the tools needed to perform their jobs. Oftentimes they just need their phone, just smartphone with internet access, and they could easily just book shows. What they do is they'll work the show just like a traditional promoter, and then at the end of the night, take a cut of the show profits. Simple. And also they get to have fun because, music is fun. They get to hang out backstage, they get a few free drinks, and all the perks of the music industry. And all they do in exchange is pay us a nominal fee based on how many shows they've done throughout the year.
Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about what you've garnered so far since you've been here, and what's some of the highlights that you've enjoyed.
I really enjoyed Richard Branson. He presented yesterday, but as a music promoter, especially one who's trying to re-engineer the music industry or, figure out the future of the music industry, he was kind of the old guard. He started Virgin Records, he signed a lot of great artists, and he moved on. So I kind of see that I kind of want to be like Richard Branson, except, not with recordings, but live music.
Mm-hmm. So, and with that, I think probably music has probably been among the most affected by the changes in technology over the last 2 decades, and trying to figure out how to keep it profitable. And and you sit there and you look at the largesse of money some of these businesses make when you've got just sheer pirating going on a massive scale and that type of thing. What do you see around the corner when it comes to keeping music industry profitable? Because if it's not profitable, it's going to obviously affect the quality. Because altruism and desire just to make good music can only go so far.
Well, first, you'd be surprised how easy it is to become a musician. I mean, all it does is take a few lessons. You learn a few chords on your guitar, learn how to sing, and you could actually be a pretty good musician. You'd be surprised how amazing the human desire to do something is. When for example, I went to music school, I barely even knew how to read music. By the time I graduated, I was doing Hank Williams covers. Mm-hmm. So it's really easy to become a musician. Secondly, you're right. The future of the music industry will not be based on recordings. First of all, it's based on live music. And you say, well, people are pirating music, but you know what? That's a benefit. Because, again, artists who have their music pirated also have large turnouts at their venues. Yeah. And not only that...
the so-called Leonard Skinner approach, who would actually allow people to bring recording devices, and still does allow them to bring recording devices.
Yeah, for example... I don't want to admit it. I don't want to get raided by the music industry. But, for example, I'm a huge Alex and Krauss fan, right? And I pirated, their latest album. But then I spent $70 to go see them. So in the long run, they get paid.
Yeah, we'll be sending this over to the, I'm not sure what agency, but anyway, Federal Trade Commission, I think, is on this one. Remember that, guys. But anyway, no, it's a good example because I think that kind of relationship development between a musician and a fan is really huge. And again, Leonard Skinner has made a living off of that. And again, the company is the Music Hook Network, musichook.net. Timothy Wintemute has been our guest. And look for our new album coming out this winter. So I look forward to being with having you on in the future as we look into what happens with your company. I'm very interested in the music industry, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Yep. Kevin Price with The Price of Business on Business Talk 1110 AM and USDailyReview.com.